Abuja NDC for no more my up to this point. If you say, it's good. It's helping Ghana. I'm out for a NGD or Mama Moonum, which is fine. Until quite recently, Abuja introducing new tax. Because of say ECG for scare to pay energy debt. Because of that, or more the barber chef fuel, the normal person be to fuel. Abuja 1 liter be an obet tax on that, 1 CD tax on that. And on the tax we have, but because send $1 next year, but for my seed in normal Ghanaian and feel the effect of it. Near to force and
to help raise additional revenue to fund the needs in the power sector, government is proposing an increase in export price of petrol, diesel, and related products. The impact will be absorbed by the gains made from the strong performance of the Ghana cedis. The Speaker, I repeat, the impact will be absorbed by the gains made from the strong performance of the Ghana cedis.
I was here listening to him talk, and I'm saying, you these guys. You see, me, I don't care if you're NPP or NDC. If so, we are Jumana, we any year, said a bear man for winter or more is good, is fine. And my vote says, we as a country, we gotta tax people. Yeah, there are some taxes be away fundamental. We are the country in here for its sustainability in your account. When you are introducing new tax for the fact to say Ghana your dollar, above firm the city in tax I day ban affected the normal Ghanaian. That is complete nonsense, complete bullshit.
Our simulations suggest that there will be no increase in the export price of petrol and diesel in the next window beginning today if the levy is imposed. This is because of a strong Ghana city.
And always I say this, Nyantia MP4 and now Mukwakwatana Parliament, she said this type of mra. Never mujitum deba. And then no Ghanaian say they are not paying some of these things. What you say? MPs and ministers more fuel coupon or muka filling station the cocoa fuel for free or some of it even half. So the normal Ghanaian no normal for filling stations or cocoa fuel or no to the full price. MP to
Right, Honorable Speaker, the levy will serve as a dedicated source of funding to the power sector, and the proceeds will be earmarked for the procurement of essential fuel for power generation.
None what they are buy, say, I can't say, MPT, you couldn't do the same. Sub George, a bar says some George at the car, but a track of Parliament. Say a man or I can't say tax, near the more Mugra duty, your friend saying. They're free. I was your quack you can't free. One normal Ghanaian no import a car, balance a car, for example, 100,000. You go to the ports and pay over $30,000 there. Send a buyer bet me you can about register. MP then a car bar free. And baby a bet me a shembra, actually said the tax and the duties in was on air parliament. These parliamentarians are not paying the taxes, so they are not going through what we are going through. I understand they say on any day no, it's not illegal. It's within his rights. But if that rights are taken away, the taxes we pay, at least the import duties, is not cheap.
Government is proposing an increase in export price of petrol, diesel, and related products.
We have some of the cars I'm for using Ghana, it's scrap, it's accidents yes to happen. What I say, and then they allow it on the road. Meanwhile, there are man for me import cars by a second hand, which is way better than cars in Ghana. Met me a car was a car in Ghana, but 40% a bag in Kurenim. Do an accident and only a complete death. What I say, in some cases. And instead of saying bet me and your cars in be free, I did substitute to some of those cars in Ghana and bida. But MP did in a car in free. Not normal Ghanaian. The MP bet me basically a shambra say, oh, import duties in the walls. The same thing applies to this energy sector. When are we going to say ECG for mismanagement of Momo affairs? Someone will find a way and solve it. Then say a burden on the normal Ghanaian. That is the reason why until your mother signing foolish tax we saying about. It doesn't make any sense. What is this?
Atu force e can't say yes. Ghana fois ye pesi yes can and yes be raise taxes be brave. I say yes can ye pay. Koska wo mai.
As a company, I will run ECG. Now, Ghana Airport Company to a light bill. Over 1 million. Ministry of Finance to one to a light bill. None of my Ghanaian Debbie Smart Task Force or Munko if you could travel lighting. A bra baby at the bulk of the money in the one. No more job, and then they are operating. And you are still providing them lights.
George Napo is in power. Fortunate for him, the Minister of Energy. What Nasia track the Finance Minister said. The inefficiencies of ECG, you pass it on to the consumer. Nyame hu ye nyina mabo.
Can say NDC for bus ya na te ho asem say containers ayira wo ECG containers why cables na zifoguma ayira wo port ngwan over 2600 containers. All those are the nyina ayira a omunye hu ba bi ade ne wo anaze amese yen kan sa. And right now, because of say no more import to buy, for example, meters, wires, or whatever lights, I'm amount for at least I will put the benefits. I'm ECG as a company, no. And I'm saying, as I find a new way to substitute that, and the new way now I find a back at that scanning back, no. It's say increasing the taxes of the normal Ghanaian. Yet you see IMF for ya 3 billion. Out of the 3 billion, no my say ya making sure say your debt say one abusia ya restructure your debt no. One of those things was say you increase ECG for you can say can asem can my ya na madwa kra ma me ho. What you say? ECG for debt restructuring no abusia see you raise you can say electricity bills Ghanaians. Always the company no mess up. Now the normal Ghanaian aba betua without any actual benefit. And this is for mobile mo say my yama dollar na perform. I must say mo hu dollar in the smoothness level, which is fine. Ade achinye na fe the next stable kakra bia. The whole fall from the dollar na abani na happened in 1 month. You did all that. You controlled everything. Sani ebeya you can say more than new tax beba.
To help raise additional revenue to fund the needs in the power sector, government is proposing an increase in export price of petrol, diesel, and related products. The impact will be absorbed by the gains made from the strong performance of the Ghana cities.
1 step forward, 2 steps back. Always your problem, no. I understand this new tax to say, but okay, then all the fuel coupons MPs no one in and cancel everything. Now, for the money, normal Ghanaians didn't share exactly the same thing. Now you're feeling ready. Uko UK, by Italy, France. You think some MPs and some politicians, no? They pay and they have fuel coupons. Free.
In line with the dialogue's recommendation to boldly tackle the crisis in the energy sector, Parliament yesterday approved an amendment to the Energy Sector Levies Act and the Certificate of Urgency, introducing a 1 CD, Ghana CD, increase in the energy sector recovery levy.
You get paid as a minister. And now what I say for a former deputy tourism minister, Maya Okrekumente, if I'm not mistaken. Obekazo after everything, Nisika or Jiko Fee was I think 15,000 Ghana cedis was the same. Only a deputy minister or 15,000 were Ghana. Now in euros terms, and I think it's 1,002 there about in the Ghana.
My salary was reduced by 30%. And so I was taking just 40% as salary, which was a little below 12,000.
And that is the monthly salary. Add that bonuses and benefits. That's only a deputy minister. How many Ghanaians in Ghana to be a minister, you don't need to go to any school properly. You have to have an educational background. I get it. But and yes, so go school to a level because we are minister, president, and the minister, no one can say anything. What I say? I get to say so in what school can fine all that nonsense in our infant. But at the end of the day, it's not really a job I so qualify for. So you can say Obia, for example, a teacher near Bosumi on 2005, competing with this guy. I don't know Bosumi, and I said, I mean, I don't need the numbers of kind of publicly, so only the enemy use, so I'm not stating say you don't know specifically. But if on an HSR, then you know the MPs are also in the same kind of, or maybe even higher. So let's say MPs get 20,000. The normal school teacher in energy 2005. On one able to have for the fuel, on one able to have for everything of Betobia on a brabum. But when it comes to MPs, there is a different set of rules for them. Why is that?
At the first thing, a say you don't need to introduce new taxes because you can obey me a without raising taxes.
If the President Mahama cares about efficiency, and so all these nonsense taxes in the as an MP, as a minister, you are coming to serve Ghanaians, not to benefit from Ghana. If given the same opportunity to some people, they can actually work and work better without actually collecting all these benefits.
We are simply calling the Ghanaian people to at least make available 1 Ghana cedis per liter. And the effect of that will not be felt because like obviously 16 and 13 Ghana, which is better.
Sam George Kaya is over $40,000. Do you think that is a small amount of money? Into this same Sam George, man, this tax cut, Abusia, uncle go to import duties, anything be like that. And then the same person, as a full coupon. Dear pan, open so say the normal Jauna, the actual Ghanaian live through no. Abusia no be for bimda. Do what count, Tiasia, and all kind of news man. So all these things in your idea, you may say, oh, one city, the essential and your idea. Now, what bigger car or Ghana, for example, Nebia, in one go, fell like 1,000 Ghana cities. But we may even did a video about it. I know they use a politician, so he's politicizing it, but the fact of it still remains the same. If there's all go to fuel, now say, kind of saying, 2,000 cities for car or Ghana. Right now, you have to pay taxes of about 83 Ghana cities, saying. On that 1,000 cities of fuel now, what on? Does that make any sense?
Uto 1 liter of petrol, 1 cedi no ubetia. Uto 1,000 cedis of petrol, ubetia 83 cedis.
And they are pissing me off about this specific minister, and they say, a buy yes, a bujina passem na making. A buy you time and now opposition. You were talking about the fact to say, who has a government to be another institution be or mokano or hey, Stephen, for video where a guy will share if I shame.
ECG's inefficiencies can be passed on to consumers. John Jinapo. Everyone workers as we know on their energy minister. And that John Jinapo is a minister of energy. ECG inefficiencies and free one of them. But John Jinapo has to say, you're passing the inefficiencies to the consumer. Or John Jinapo.
Abuja, this is a minister or same way during the time I know opposition. What about and that sector now will criticize and they are show once. And you are idea will criticize and now we'll talk about no. You are doing the exact same thing. What are you talking about?
George Napo is in power. Fortunate for him, the Minister of Energy. What Nasia Trekata, the Akuma Finance Minister said, the inefficiencies of ECG, you're passing on to the consumer. Nyame hu ye nyina mabo.
Mo ba na ma ye na feded na kwa ya de bia was say Ghana no about politics enko a. We care about say Ghana no be ko nanim. Do that. Yet ya na yetima mataskat. Charlie.
Atofosin e catch here say I have studied Ghana's economy for some time now. And without mentioning words, Ghana has potential when it comes to tax revenue mobilization. We don't necessarily have to increase taxes before you rake in revenue. We have the handles. What we need to do is to improve compliance. What has changed? Atofosin.
I buy it back and a campaign promises I may deliver. That is the only thing you guys care about. You don't care about normal Ghanaians. At least based on if 6 months and then you are introducing a first tax.
This decision, though difficult, is necessary and justifiable. The additional revenue projected is 5.7 billion cedis annually. This revenue will be strictly ring-fenced to pay down legacy energy debt, finance ongoing fuel purchase, and avert the risk of recurring power shortages.
If they use CG for adding in Koya, there are penny for baby aside start to say free, Start chichomu in a boom. Find the money and use that money to pay for the normal money to pay for. And stop harassing the normal Ghanaian all the time. That doesn't make any sense to me. A private person running a company, no boka abuja company is shut it down. So if the ECG running a company, a business, next one why then are everyone of what gonna be to electricity bills? Oh, Accra, Charlie, the bills some people are paying in Accra. When it comes to electricity, it's crazy. And on top of all that, scam generated there, no, still not enough. Are you guys kidding me?
Parliament yesterday approved an amendment to the Energy Sector Levies Act and the Certificate of Urgency, introducing a 1 cedi, Ghana cedi, increase in the energy sector recovery levy. This
new task, Abuja needs to be talked about. You see, previous videos I'm talking about the fact that it's important say NPP will still be there as a political party. And if these things happen, we need them in parliament, some team, or maybe some questions to make it extra difficult for them, even though they have the super majority to even pass any bill without NPP for them. Still, we need them to scrutinize normal ecoso because you can't say Maripili can say levy. Ade chiya say me de can say ba umi am be say dum so tax aba. It makes no sense. What you say?
O say e-levy na ye de aba. Omo be yi e-levy no omo be yi. Ene omo di dum so levy aba.
If say institution de what ano abusia munya ska find a different way rather than just burdening the normal Ghanaian. Now one minister okwa
They knew from the get-go that the things they were doing were just facade to let the Ghanaian people feel that they have brought some miracles into this country and that they are removing taxes and still they'll be able to do the things. They knew that in the month of May, getting into June, they were going to introduce taxes to make up for the shortfalls.
You see some of the figures and you are asking yourself, can all these things are there? In May alone, you see gold board was then generating over $1 billion. So why again can't we find money to at least fix the Ghana issues when it comes to the energy sector? President Mahama was saying priority number one, the energy sector. So if that number one priority, problem one, why then don't you find problems that I can say scared to face that one? Mobile must Ghana I can say nanado free SHS problem deben. When you scar kwashako. Till the day ECG the moon press can go to ya. Now for the normal Ghanaian taxium.
We expect to substantially reduce the use of liquid fuels in our energy mix. At that stage, the resources generated by this increased levy will be channeled to pay down accumulated legacy debts in the power sector.
E-levy by there was a workaround. But when it comes to the fuel tax now, who you should car now from car and quadia, you're going to get hurt in a way.
E-levy, which is 1%. So if you buy anything at 100 cedis by choice, if you decide to use electronic transfer by choice, you pay how much? 1 cedi.
1 cedi.
You tell us that it is a burden, it's a nuisance tax. Remember, not every Ghanaian needs to use electronic transaction.
Drivers for multi fuel so drivers is for amunya da omonti omo ka iska so ade chiya amosi da bia bese ya charge drivers no more money on top of scale omo de be fail omo car no, but still not they should deduct the fares. How is that fair to the drivers? How is that fair?
If an answer or what you say, we not some type of tax we better petrol. Yeah, at the same time, you create as much anti cafe. No, the driver for them seeing the come up with the beer, the somebody.
Tap send the numero uno mobile app. I wish you betim just send this car command off for Ghana. So Italy, Germany, Europe, USA, even Dubai. Now person send this card the brand of Ghana. App where so you to tap send. Apple App Store and Google Play Store na ko download no right now for 2 phones so. Because all they send this card command of bia. Yanti we levy untuashe exchange rate no was so. It's fast, it's secure, it's all the good things and mouth trouble. Omu security a top notch. And I first time I ko download the app now use the send this car. Ubo code Magraheb Shema. Depending on baby I want, you better see a chewska. I'm at the ska was sending on. Dear Buzas on your starting use to tap sender. May conform our neck. If you know more mobile wallet, I was your betting me load do no with ska. It's a time so I will send this kind of command for Ghana. Nan yafe na be connected to bank. Dabi. Oh tap wallet no. The fast na is what send ko. Tap send the abusia mean conform enough. This a when you see tap send ya. Ko Apple App Store and Google Play Store na ko download no right now.
Tap send. Papa no.
Thanks for watching. Subscribe to the channel for videos like this every day. Till we meet again, abusia. Adios.